5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome. SecurityGuideTV.com at ASI's 2017 Dallas, Texas. My next guest, Mr. Scott Blakeman, Elite Interactive Solutions, one of my favorite products. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Now, I went down to your command center about a year ago. We looked at how you do your remote camera, artificial intelligence. It's fabulous. Tell us what you guys do.
So we're a full-service security consulting firm, but what we really specialize in is the remote guarding. What we're doing is we're taking cameras, we're putting artificial intelligence on the edge of the camera,
right.
And then we've got a command center that's reacting solely to events and then taking action on those events, and that could be in the form of a voice down, calling law enforcement, but judging whether or not what's going on in the frame that we see is appropriate or not, if it's a bad guy, if it's a good guy.
Right. Now, putting it on the edge of the camera, I like the way that sounds.
Okay.
That gives me a different sense of what it does. Explain what the difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning is on a camera, because the cameras you utilize kind of use both.
Right, and so what happens is we program our cameras to mainly look for people and vehicles. Okay, in most of our applications.
That makes sense. That's who's doing the crime.
That's who's doing the crime.
That's right.
We don't want it to be set off by the wind, by a cat running across a parking lot,
right.
Something like that. So the analytic actually looks and makes a judgment. The algorithm looks and says, okay, that's the size of a person, moves like a person, it's a person.
Right.
Then tells us, hey, there's something there. We come on live, and that's where our agents actually look at the frame. We're able to come on and say, hey, that's Chuck. He's the maintenance guy that's always here. Chuck's fine. However, it's a guy that's in a hoodie with a backpack. We're taking a look and saying, hey, he's not supposed to be here. Then we can do the voice down.
Right.
Hey, you in the hoodie, you're not supposed to be here. Leave immediately, you're being recorded. We're calling law enforcement. And then we actually do call in law enforcement. And then the bonus there is we're the eyes and ears for law enforcement when they come in.
Yeah.
So we're live.
They have data to work on.
Absolutely.
That's
when
it.
we're talking to dispatch, we're staying on the phone with them.
Right.
And continuing to tell them, the subject has moved to the east, they moved to the west, they're hiding behind this dumpster, they've left the property and their direction of travel is now southbound on James Street, what have you.
Now, I'm going to talk out of school a little bit. I'm not going to say the client name, but let's just say a long time ago, I had a client and they have the same client. And I had 2 guards or 1.5 guards at this location, and it cost that client between $80,000 and $100,000 a year. And you guys came in years later, after I was not associated, and you replaced the whole place with about 25 cameras. And guess what? It cut this guy's security bill in half. Right. Now he has 25 eyes simultaneously. He can see everything instead of one guard who just patrols, and save them, I think, 50% of a guard bill.
It often happens that we can save that much.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And we can replace guards in a lot of situations, but that's not solely our function.
Okay.
At times, we're a force multiplier. So
that's a good way to say it, yeah.
If we've got a guard force that's on site and, they're already there, let's say even as a concierge, instead of having a patrol that can only be one place at one time, we're on all the time in all those 24, 25 spots.
Right.
We see something, and then our first point of contact from our agent can be to security that's already boots on the ground, and the response time is that much quicker.
Yeah.
Without the problems of, we all know things that happen with folks, security guards.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Getting distracted.
We know that.
Yeah. Doing things they're not supposed to. I don't want to disparage.
You guys do about 100,000 cameras in that command center around the nation?
Actually, a little bit more than that right now. But
since I saw you, okay.
Yeah, we're growing by leaps and bounds.
And that 100,000 camera represents what? I mean, how many clients roughly?
Right now, we're in the neighborhood of about 550.
Man, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And that command center, I think there's 4 people in it, are monitoring all those cameras.
At the time, but when you came, it was not during our peak monitoring time.
Okay.
So keep in mind that we do more overnight. So really from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. is really our sweet spot.
Well, that's the crime time, yeah.
The majority of our clients are bringing us on.
Okay.
Doesn't mean that we don't have sites. We do 24 hours as well.
Right.
So, we do expand as we need to with our staff on site. But what we really concentrate on is what we call dwell time. And that's the amount of time that it takes our agent to react to an event from the time they're alerted. And we're there within about 15 seconds.
Ooh, that's fabulous.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
What keeps you awake at night? What are you guys worried about in the industry?
It doesn't keep me awake. I'm just excited that the segment of the industry is growing, and it's the wave of the future. You're never going to completely replace people. However, in every industry, it is moving toward the use of technology and leveraging
Yeah.
technology because it is more cost effective and it does a better job.
Yeah.
And so that's what really excites me about it. And I actually welcome more competition into the space because I think that
It's a good attitude.
well, what it does is it educates folks about our industry and what we do. And at the stage we're at, there's room for a lot of players.
Right.
We're the best. I won't tell you.
Okay, that's I like
We're the
it.
best, but there's room for other players as well, and it's growing.
Scott Blakeman, EliteInteractiveSolutions.com. Up in a few more minutes here on SecurityGuideTV.com at ASI's 2017 Dallas. Johnson Controls is up next, so stand by. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate
Thanks.
it.
Appreciate it.